So will she get the votes she needs? Well, our political correspondent Simon Harris now on a day of uncertainty for the Prime Minister. Well, joining me now is Home Office Minister and Minister for London, Nick Hurd, who I believe was just in that stand for another or a next general election. What exactly did she say in your reaction?
I think this is completely inappropriate time to change leader, change an elected.
She made that announcement because she wants to get across the line tonight, doesn't she?
I think she's showing that she's listening to colleagues and that she understands concerns, and she's got to do that at this moment in time. So I deliver on the Brexit referendum, and I need the mandate to continue that.
A very difficult stage of the negotiations. We're going through this for more than 2 years now. Is this the right time for this to be happening?
No. To step up, be mature, and try and sort this out. Everyone knows this is difficult, but I think they want their Parliament to try and find a solution. And I think they look at the Prime Minister and they see someone...
Cast your vote yet? You'll be doing that?
You're
backing the Prime Minister here. Are you also backing her deal then?
Yes. I do. I'm what I call a marginal Remainer, and I see that what she's put Minister on the table is something that delivers. I know what the risks are. A lot of the things, and I think she's trying to find a difficult but very sensible balance. So I think it's the only deal on the table, and I'm absolutely going to support it.
You're also Minister for London. Now, there is a very real possibility if she doesn't get this vote, if she doesn't win the support of her MPs, that we could end up with someone leading the party who just wants a hard Brexit, just wants to walk away from it all. What is that going to mean for London? Well,
that's why I'm going to go back and vote to try and avoid that situation. I happen to think, listening to the room, listening to PMQs earlier, there's a lot of support for the Prime Minister, and I think most colleagues tonight will show very clearly they agree that it's absolutely inappropriate to change our leader, change an elected Prime Minister at this stage of negotiation. I expect that to be the result.
If she goes, who could replace her?
I'm absolutely not going to speculate, because to be honest, I think she will win, and I think she will win well.
And a final question, is it really, or was it meant to be a Tory HQ Christmas party tonight?
I've absolutely no idea. If it was, they didn't invite me.
All right, Nick, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you. Well, it's not just Theresa May's future at stake. If she is forced from power, then the way Brexit is handled and the whole direction of the country could change. We asked those representing the future for their take. Sixth form students in the Prime Minister's Maidenhead constituency have been talking to our reporter, Ria Chatterjee. Ria Chatterjee there with the views of students in Maidenhead, Theresa May's constituency. But what are Labour making of all of this? Or Wes Street? Should the Tories be doing this right now?
Well, I think what they've done today, is put their own internal divisions, their own party interests ahead of the national interests.
A lot of people might say they look like they're in a bit of a mess at the moment. Lies on that, have they? It's been pretty much an open goal for quite a while now.
I think she probably will, but her authority is completely diminished. I hope that...
Back to Labour, if we can, just for a minute. You talk about the mess that the Tories are in, and we've spoken about that, but what would you like to happen? What would you like to happen? You want a people's vote, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's really big.
Your leader, Jeremy Corbyn, does not want a people's vote, so you're in just as much of a mess, aren't you? Can you win a general election under Jeremy Corbyn? Let's bring in our political correspondent, Simon Harris. Simon, goodness me, it's all happening here behind us, isn't it?
Will it win over her detractors, those who think she should go now, but now might say, let's not rock the boat, she's only going to hang around for a short time? Tory party rules. If she survives tonight's vote, other backbench MPs can't launch a challenge against her for another 12 months. Yeah, and of course, if she loses, what does that mean for Boris Johnson? What that means to me, it certainly is. Simon Harris, thank you so much. Well, that is all from Westminster for now, but we will be back here in just a few minutes with a look at what could come next for the Tories. Well, welcome back to Westminster on a day of high drama that is not quite over yet. Conservative MPs are voting right now to decide if Theresa May should continue as party leader and as Prime Minister. So a dramatic evening ahead here in Westminster, and when there's drama, there's usually one man whose name is not far from the centre of it. If tonight's vote brings down the Prime Minister, could it be Boris Johnson who emerges to take that top job? Chloe Keedy has been to Uxbridge, his constituency, to ask whether or not their MP should get the Christmas present he has perhaps always wanted. Well, that question of what next for the Conservatives may be on everyone's lips tomorrow, but this evening the focus is on that vote on Theresa May's future. Mary Nightingale is right here with the ITV Evening News next with more on what promises to be a busy evening here at Westminster. We will be back after news at 10 when we'll know whether or not Theresa May has won enough support. But for now, from me and the rest of the London team here and in the studio, bye-bye.